Oh yeah, baby. This is every single way to make money. 11 methods we're going to go over today. Did you know that there are actually 11? There's even more, but these are the best ways to make money on Twitch. And we're just going to cut straight to it. The best way to make money on Twitch, of course, is affiliate programs. We're always talking about affiliate programs. Perrin, hold on a second. Why do you have this open? What kind of affiliate program is this?
This is like Twitch achievements, which I actually forgot existed. This is the program of how to succeed, right? If I achieve each one of these, like if I stream for a total of 2,000 hours, I'm getting affiliate, right?
2,000 hours doesn't pay your bills. Try again.
What about if I get 100 people chatting with me at the same time to unlock additional VIP badges?
Unfortunately, that doesn't pay your bills either. Try one more time.
What if I raid 100 times with 2 or more raiders? I'm almost there. I'm 74 out of 100.
Unfortunately, none of those things will pay your bill today, my friends. The affiliate programs we're talking about are not horrible programs like Twitch affiliate, which are absolute garbage, and you should definitely not sign up for them because Twitch will take a gigantic portion of your revenue. Talking about that later in the episode, we're talking about great affiliate programs like Amazon Associates, one that I'm using. Do you mind pulling up a good affiliate program on the screen for me there, buddy? The AWOL Digital one. There you go. There's a good affiliate program. This is one that I'm currently making over $3,000 per month through this affiliate program. Let me full screen it for you. Right here on Amazon. Feel free to follow my shop, amazon.com/shop/AWOL Digital to see what I'm doing there. But on Amazon, you can actually post up gear you're using. As you can see, I'm doing photos, I'm uploading videos, I'm even doing live streams here on Amazon. And when anybody purchases any items that I endorse or talk about in my live streams, then I get a commission off of all of those sales right there on Amazon. That is the type of affiliate program you can actually make money from. My personal YouTube channel, by the way, everybody's watching this, Twitch people that are looking to make commissions right up there. That's right. If you're looking to make those commissions on things like electronics purchases, if you're a Twitch streamer, you can get 4%-ish on any sale that you make. So if you sell $100 worth of things, you get 4% commissions. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm making about $3,000 per month off of this, and I only get about 250,000 views per month on my YouTube channel. So that can kind of tell you that your audience doesn't need to be massive for you to be making thousands of dollars per month through something like an affiliate program. Pretty freaking sweet, right? Other affiliate programs exist as well. Right, Ross?
Yes, they actually do exist. There's quite a bit of them. I think that just about any major store has some kind of affiliate program that you can use and do similar things. Amazon's obviously a little more advanced, but there are a bunch of different ones out there. You just literally just have to Google for affiliate programs and it's going to come up. It's going to be that simple.
That's right. Logitech has them. Corsair has them. TubeBuddy, Restream, everybody you can imagine that has a online business will have a option for you to sign up as a Twitch streamer and to be able to recommend their products if you genuinely use them. Here you go. Here's Logitech's affiliate program. You can just sign up directly with them if you want, and then you can make a commission here. Notice how their commissions are 4% to 10%, which is really, really interesting. So all of these are good ways to make money on Twitch, whereas Twitch affiliate, Perrin, Twitch affiliate, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs down. 2 thumbs way down. We did a whole episode on this in the past. Go check that one out if you want to hear us rant for like 30 minutes on Twitch affiliate, because there's a lot of bad things to say about it.
We've got 10 more ways for you to make money on Twitch coming up on this episode, helping you avoid the bad ones and do the good ones. Speaking of making money on episodes, let's pay the bills.
This podcast is sponsored by Restream. Why live stream to one platform when you can simultaneously live stream to every platform to discover new audiences faster using Restream.io?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting here because next on our list is Twitch Bits. And actually, just as recently as last week, I tried to pay my Comcast bill with Twitch Bits, and I couldn't believe it, but they didn't take it, AWOL. They did not take my Twitch Bits.
They didn't take your Twitch Bits. I'm so sorry. Chat was there trying to pay your bills for you through. Like, did you tell them to log into your Twitch chat, or did you ask your chat to gift some subs over to the company?
I did. I told them over the phone repeatedly, just smash that like and subscribe button, and they still just did nothing. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Perrin, you've received some Twitch Bits in your day. How good are they as a monetization method? What are the pros and cons here as a method to make money?
Make money. You know, I'm a pretty small streamer, so I don't make like a ton on anything, but bits is like my least one. But barely anybody ever sends bits. Most of the time when I get bits, it's from like the free bits my users are getting somehow, and they'll send like 1 or 2 bits, which is like a cent or less. So yeah, it's basically a nice little tip for you, but it's not anything that you're ever going to be able to rely on financially. Facebook gaming is actually way better at this. They have stars, which were supposed to be the equivalent of bits, and users on Facebook will actually send a lot more stars. I found myself getting a lot more revenue from that on that platform than Twitch bits. But maybe for already big streamers, bits can be a significant portion of revenue. But if you're small to medium size, it's just not going to be anything significant that you should rely on. I would not bank on it as a main monetization thing because it's not going to happen for you that way.
I think that's really interesting. So this is, I think, maybe a misconception about Facebook gaming. For example, how nobody uses Facebook gaming and you can't make money on Facebook gaming as opposed to Twitch. In your case, you're making way more money through Facebook gaming than you are on Twitch in terms of monetization. So I just kind of want to dispel that myth. I mean, you're making like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 times more. Is that correct in terms of these bits versus stars ratio for you? So it's all about which games you're playing, and it's all about where your audience is being acquired if you're doing something like multi-streaming, right?
Yeah, I would say my best month for stars, I earned about $800 in stars in 1 month. As a small creator, that's pretty awesome.
Brilliant.
On Twitch, I think the equivalent, my best in bits, is probably like $5. Actually, that's probably like overestimating it a little bit. It's never been anything that I've ever actually even paid attention to because it's never been that much. However, Twitch subscriptions generally are better on that platform than subscribing or subscriptions on Facebook gaming. Users don't subscribe as much on Facebook gaming, but there's a culture based around it on Twitch, and they believe if we're moving on from bits to subs, that's our next one. I think that's the main monetization area that most streamers are looking at on Twitch, is the subscription revenue that you can get, that you can unlock, I think, first by being affiliate and then going into being a partner. So that's the main like bread and butter, because users are accustomed to the culture surrounding Twitch subscriptions. You guys think I'm on the mark there? Would you think that's the same? Do you agree that that's the main monetization area of Twitch?
Yeah, I would, just to give a realistic look at it, and you may kind of have the answer to this. Obviously we talk about this because people are trying to go full time as a gaming creator, and that means you actually have to make a living. So, what does a small to medium sized creator, let's say 500 subs, how much money is that actually bringing in for them? How much do they get to keep out of what they make from that, being Twitch at all?
Well, let's just take a step back. Getting 500 subs on Twitch is nearly impossible.
Right.
It is nearly impossible. I know, but I'm not saying that to dunk on you. I'm just saying it literally is nearly impossible to do that. You're actually a large creator on Twitch if you're getting that many subs. And in terms of how much money it's bringing to you, let's say you're making 70% of the revenue off of that many subs, right? So that you're looking at maybe like, let's call it a $5 average across 500 subs. That's a total of $2,500. So you're going to be pulling in, after taxes, roughly $1,200 of that, maybe $1,500 of that tops off of 500 subs. And most creators
take some too?
Twitch takes it. I'm saying Twitch takes a piece, plus you have to pay taxes. You'll make about $1,200 off of that ish, $1,000 to $1,200. And most creators that I talk to, when they're looking to hit that full-time goal, they're usually trying to hit about the $3,000 per month mark is generally what I see in North America and Canada. That's the number that comes up a lot with creators I coach one-on-one, 3,000 to 5,000 per month. So if you are going to get 500 subs on Twitch, which is very, very, very difficult, then you're going to have to stack multiple monetization methods on top of that to be able to hit that $3,000 per month take-home income mark that probably a lot of you guys have to be able to make a full-time living. Now, one thing to keep in mind here, in terms of the top streamers on Twitch, the vast majority of the top streamers on Twitch money comes from subs. And you can actually look at the amount of money that they make on Twitch through such things like Twitch Tracker and what have you, but it's actually the lion's share of the money that they make. Why? Because they're getting that front page promotion on the platform. They're getting tons of gift subs, and sort of that mob mentality and sort of that subculture on Twitch drives the biggest people getting even more subs. And the other part of subs is a big value for people when they subscribe to your channel is the recognition that they get in chat by looking different than better than everyone else. And so if you're in a large stream and then you have a big audience, for you to look different and better than versus everybody else, it gives more value to the subs. And here's the Twitch partnership program, the subs and emotes and what have you page here with all of the different parts of it. But the other part of it is some big streamers have so much chat activity that if you aren't subscribed, if you aren't a Twitch sub, you can't actually chat half of the time because they have to go into sub only mode. So the point of me saying all of that is you get way more value by subbing to someone's channel on Twitch, the bigger the Twitch streamer is, which makes it so that tiny Twitch streamers or medium-sized Twitch streamers, people subbing to you is way less valuable, which is why we're outlining so many more of these monetization methods. Perrin, do you want to share any of the details of this Twitch partnership program and these Twitch subscription mechanics for people that are trying to learn about it in this episode really quick, just so they can understand it?
I want to go back to something you said first real quick because there's some comments and chat on it. But you're saying, 500 subs is almost impossible. Like that's what we're talking about is the context from a small to medium sized streamer. 500 subs is impossible. Once you've gotten to 500 subs, you're at a upper medium to a large level creator. So as a larger to medium sized creator to a larger creator, 500 is totally achievable, by the way. Lots of creators are doing it. We're talking about this from a perspective of someone smaller. You would need at least, I would say, 1,500 concurrents. Normally, your subscriptions, I've found in my experience to be about a third of your average concurrent viewership. So if you have about 1,500 viewers, you might be able to get about 500 subs if you're good. So think about that ratio. If you already have 1,500 concurrent viewers, you're already pretty much at least in the lower to upper tier of creators. You've already passed 99% of the rest of Twitch if you're at that level.
More than 99%. Like you're in the top 1% of the top 1% of the top 1%
Yeah.
at that point. There's 12 million streamers on Twitch.
Yeah, you've already at that point essentially made it. We're kind of tailoring this a lot to a smaller perspective, like looking at how can you make money without having to get to that point? Because normally, like to get to that point, you have to sacrifice a lot. So can you make money while you're getting to that point? So one of the cool things about the Twitch partner program, and I think the biggest thing, there's a couple different features. And if you notice, they list bits here again. They list ads. You can run ads and earn a cut off of the ads that you show.
Horrible revenue. Horrible with ads.
It's a horrible deal. And your audience is not going to like it right now. A lot of Twitch viewership are really, really upset about the way that Twitch has been handling ads. And if you are not required for your partnership contract with Twitch to show these ads, then I wouldn't be showing them because you're not going to make enough money off them and you will jade your viewership and you will lose viewers because of it. The biggest thing I found, the best feature I think that Twitch has found or that has done for monetization is gifting subs, because you've got quote unquote whales out there. And whales are users who've got basically endless amounts of money to support creators on Twitch. And they will go around just gifting lots and lots and lots of money to creators. And whales exist in lots of other spaces. They're basically people with endless amounts of money to throw out whatever. And
yeah,
because
they've got 6-figure plus income and they just love gaming and they just want to throw their money around. They would be throwing it at a casino right now if it wasn't COVID.
yeah, and they would throw it to anything that they really like. They can just basically throw lots of money at. Well, because Twitch implemented this, now it's allowed creators to kind of monetize. This is very businessy, but to monetize whales a little bit more, and creators earn more revenue because the notoriety and kind of the really positive feeling that whale gets by donating a lot, because they give subscription status to to a lot of viewers at the same time. So they get noticed. They get kind of this like big kind of point where they get noticed by the streamer, and they get this positive reassociation with the community itself. It's really, really good value for them realistically, because that's something they're looking for. They're looking to be noticed. They're looking to be heard. They're looking to get their name out there for doing something really, really nice. And this doesn't just do something nice for the streamer. It does something nice for all the viewers, or for a lot of the viewers as well. So that is the best feature, and that is where most of your subscriptions will come from, is from whales gifting tons of subs on your channel. And that's where I found like 90, I would say 75 to 90% of my subs will come from someone gifting lots of subs to everybody else. So that feature has allowed the creators to monetize and get a lot more subs than they would normally get. And I think every other platform will need to have that feature. That is one of the most important monetization
Yeah.
features on the
Facebook needs to
platform.
jump on it, dude. Like
Yeah.
Facebook Gaming, where's the gift? Where's the gift
They should have launched
subscriptions?
with
And
it. Honestly, they should not have rolled out Facebook Gaming at all without that feature. Honestly, because if they've been looking to provide value for their creators by like giving them the hanging out category, which they don't give a shit about. Give them gifted subs, then like you would actually be giving them some benefit.
back to you, Ross.
Yep. Moving on down our list. This one's actually really interesting. Perrin and I were talking about this before the show. We're starting to see it utilized a little bit more, but it's still not as popular as perhaps I think it should be. And we're talking about Amazon Blacksmith. Hey, while Amazon's kind of your area, even though this is different from the affiliate program, just briefly, can you explain what Blacksmith is and how it can earn or contribute to that passive income?
Absolutely, I can. So Blacksmith is sort of like an integrated, you're welcome. It's sort of like an integrated Amazon Associates program built into Twitch itself. So yeah, just go ahead and pull up the slide right here. You see right behind me, see these panels that you can add to your Twitch stream right here? Pay attention to this, guys. By the way, Amazon affiliate revenue is very, very, very real, especially for electronics. 4% is a very high commission. Okay, so as you can see, you can make like a gear list of all the stuff you're using. For example, your monitor, your headphones, even your processor in your computer, your RAM, your case, all that stuff, right? Even your router. You can add panels to your Twitch channel essentially with this information, and people can go below to your gear list and click those, and you'll make a commission when people want to buy those products. Did you know you can also add, really fun idea here for you guys, you can add games to this. So you can actually the games that you play on your channel, you can put the Xbox, the PlayStation, and even in some cases the PC versions, if they still do like a digital sale or like a CD sale or Blu-ray sale or whatever of that PC version on Amazon, and you can list the games that you play in a panel below your stream. You'll get a commission off of all those. Let's say that you're an Xbox or a PlayStation gamer, console gamer, you can add the consoles to your stream. Go back up, please. Where are you going? Perfect. Thank you.
Anything cool down below.
Oh, okay, cool. So you can add the console that you're using below, the controller you're using below, literally everything that you could possibly endorse and that you use, you can add in these panels and you'll make a commission below. Think about how janky it is to have in the description below links to all the products that you're using on something like YouTube, right? It's not that great, but on Twitch, it actually lets you show the products, little images of them and the prices below, because Amazon owns Twitch. So they have a technology integration to show those products. It's a gangster feature that I freaking love. You can also, if you scroll back up just a little bit more here on this page, you'll see you can even feature your top gear list as a pop-up on the side of your stream right here that literally pops out and gets your viewers to shop it. Pretty sick, right? And then also there's other integrations like Amazon gaming integrations that you can build in here, and you can put in polls in the side of it as well to engage people with content, so it's not just sales. As you can see, a wonderful untapped feature that can help your audience get products that will actually help them and that are actually good. Let me just put this out there. There are so many terrible webcams, for example. There are so many terrible USB mics out there, for example. There are so many terrible knockoff gaming headsets out there, for example. Just as a few examples. And if you have discovered one that you really enjoy and you really like and you use every day, please recommend it to your audience. Please help people avoid bad purchases. This whole creator gear market has opened wide open now. And something like Amazon Blacksmith allows you to recommend stuff that's actually good that you've tested with your own two bare hands, okay? So use this feature, implement it on your channel, get affiliate revenue going right now. This is sort of like baby's first affiliate revenue program, if you will. And then once you kind of get your feet wet with this sort of affiliate revenue program, then you can expand into the big boy leagues by just doing straight up Amazon Associates and then linking out to products on YouTube, on your social media, and doing other kind of big boy affiliate programs after that, okay? It's a no-brainer. If you stream on Twitch, you've got to be implementing this, because all of you that stream on Twitch use products to stream. You all have high-tech gear to be able to stream on Twitch. It's impossible not to have that. So there's no reason for you not to list that gear. And bonus, it helps you answer the question that everybody has about what computer are you using, what mouse is that, what keyboard is that. You can literally just answer that question by, they don't even have to type a command in a chat. You can just tell them scroll down or do the pop out on the side, and you can like literally see the gear list below. Go check it out, guys. Now you can answer the question of what gear you're using with a beautiful UI with pictures of it, the exact model numbers, and they can literally click to buy. It provides a better experience for your viewers as well. I sound like a salesman here, but like, you got to be a fucking idiot not to be using this feature. It's one of the best features on Twitch, in my opinion. It's one of the best integrations between Amazon and Twitch that's out there. This is the main thing I thought everybody was going to be excited about when Amazon bought Twitch, is that they could link to products back on Twitch, and a bunch of people aren't using it because they're dum-dums. What the hell's wrong with you? Implement it today and start paying the bills with this, as opposed to a bunch of that Twitch affiliate garbage. Back to you, Ross.
Way to go, everyone! You just made AWOL mad. Listen to him; he's furious right now. We're gonna let AWOL calm down for a second. Parent, I'm gonna toss it over to you real quick to talk about Twitch ads, because you hinted at it earlier. This obviously is a way to potentially add some extra cha-ching to your passive income, but you kind of hinted at maybe you need to be cautious about it first.
So normally ad revenue is something for larger tier creators to make money off of. I tried to pull up some info on it. I mean, normally, I don't know how old this data is. I didn't get a chance to check here, but a lot of people this site is saying they can earn about $250 per 100 subscribers in terms of an ad run. I don't know how accurate that is. There was like a tool up here that I wanted to use. I don't know if this is any good or not. Let's try it out. Let's see how much my channel is worth. I can't believe I'm doing this live. Let's go. Okay.
$9 million. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
What?
nice. Wow. Okay, this is definitely not right. Yeah. Because I don't actually have this many subscribers. This is followers, not subscribers. So I'm not sure if they have that messed up.
Well, this is a good lesson for everybody out there. Don't use online tools like Social Blade and Influencer Marketing Hub. For those of you that are listening to the audio version, he just typed in the name of his channel, and it said that like every video he makes, he can make $310. His media value is $7,000. Blah blah blah. And so
this is really doing wonders for my ego, though. So that's great. But I don't actually think I can make that much money per video on Twitch. That's definitely not true.
I mean, I can shed a little bit of light on this. There's a bunch of big Twitch streamers that have tested this and have shared the numbers through YouTube videos and like showed their dashboard and what have you. And here's the issue with Twitch ads. Twitch takes a massive cut of the revenue with ads. They take the vast majority of the revenue with ads. It's not even like as favorable as YouTube, for example, in terms of the amount. Like Twitch takes like 90% of the ad revenue on Twitch. So don't run ads. They're just horrible. Do not run ads ever. Save that time during your stream to plug things like associates programs, not Twitch affiliate associates programs, and these other monetization methods we're talking about. Twitch is desperate for money. Desperate. And people are pissed that they're playing too many ads on Twitch when you're navigating around. I hear ya. And the reason why Twitch is taking 90% of the advertising revenue on their platform is because it's one of the primary ways that they can scale up revenue across the board on their platform, because they're not making enough money on Twitch to pay the bills. And so don't run ads voluntarily during your stream. People already experience enough ads, and there's already studies to show that 30% of viewers drop off of streams because an ad plays before every stream. So do you really want to play an ad during your stream to get people to drop off even more when you know that those viewers, if they stuck around, could become a patron, can engage in chat, can buy your merchandise, can become a lifelong true fan? So I don't see any reason. Let me know what you guys think. I don't see any reason to run ads on your channel at all when there's so many other good monetization methods available. Ross, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this isn't broadcast television. This isn't where you're watching a show and you only have one option. You have to wait for the 3-minute commercial break to finish up. This is the internet. If an ad pops up within 5 seconds, you can be watching another stream of someone that may even be more entertaining than you are. Don't give your audience any chance to leave. you're in the long run, you're gonna make more money, like in the long run, by keeping as many people on your channel as possible, rather than to scare them away with ads, which you won't even get the majority of the profit from, regardless. Moving on, you
Well, hold
mentioned
on,
this.
Perrin. It's just said that Perrin could make $300
oh.
whenever he does stuff. So, like, are you going to hit the $300 per button press now, Perrin?
It's just a button, right? Yeah.
First of all, it's not accurate at all. The second thing is like when you're like definitely not accurate at all. I would probably make like a cent or two, or maybe five. Maybe I'd make a dime. I don't know. I haven't even seen a dime in like a year. So one thing about running ads when you're small is every Twitch viewer knows that if you're only sitting at like 50 to 100 or even like 300 to 500 concurrents, you running an ad makes you like no money.
Yeah.
So, and every Twitch viewer knows this. Every Twitch viewer is very, very interested in what's going on with the ads because they hate it. And Twitch has been just trying to ram ads down their throats. So if you as a streamer decide to make, especially a small to medium sized streamer, decide to show some ads because you want to make some money, you will come across to your Twitch viewership as a money grubbing asshole where you don't care about community. You just want money. You just want to mine your audience for money, and they will jet out and they will never come back. You don't want to jade your audience by trying to play ads too early, especially when you're not going to get anything for it or barely anything for it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the brand hit. It's not worth the small amount that you'll actually make. You only get into ads once you're already a high level successful creator on Twitch, when you have multiple thousands of concurrent viewers. That's the only time you should ever be running ads. Any other time, just ignore it. It's not worth your time.
Back to you, Ross.
Next on the list is Patreon. This is actually probably going to be, in my opinion, one of the most profitable ones that you can have on here. How do you incorporate Patreon into your Twitch strategy?
All right. Well, I'm happy to talk about that. So I've built a successful Patreon myself, and then I'm going to kick it over to Perrin because he actually runs marketing for a Patreon advisor and somebody who's got one of the most successful Patreon accounts on the entire platform. He can share some of insights there. But in terms of Patreon, one of the best reasons to use it, of course, is the fact that you can get 90%-ish plus of the revenue that people want to actually give you through the platform, which is great. That's way better than most other platforms. As we can see behind me, Perrin has this pulled up. There is multiple different tiers or whatever that you can use on Patreon. And there's different ways. There's like different amounts that you have to give them. But long story short, Patreon lets you get basically 90% of the revenue in your pocket, and only 10%-ish goes to Patreon, depending on what level or whatever that you're using on Patreon. And that's that. And so why is this good? So this is good because this is a multi-platform revenue stream. So you can plug Patreon on your YouTube channel, on your TikTok, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook Gaming, on Twitch, to your email list, your text message list, you name it. Every follower you've ever had anywhere on the entire internet, personal friends, etc., can support you on Patreon. And here's the bonus thing. Here's the really important thing. You get monthly reoccurring revenue that you can rely upon to pay your bills every month. You're not hoping a whale comes in to donate. You're not hoping that, YouTube adpocalypse comes along and you're going to be screwed over. You have lots of individual people giving you money, which helps diversify your revenue streams. Think about it like this. Sure, Patreon is one platform and it's kind of one platform for you to bring money in. But what it really is, let's say you have 100 patrons that are supporting you on Patreon. You essentially have 100 revenue streams coming in to support your business. Think about it like that. You get 500 patrons, you now have 500 revenue streams. We're all talking about diversification of revenue and making it more safe so you can pay your bills, especially for those of you that have a family or a wife or are thinking about it or you care about things like retirement, things like that, getting out of debt. You want to have monthly reoccurring revenue that is safe as possible. And Patreon, I think, in my opinion, is the safest revenue stream there is because of how it diversifies on platform. Not to mention, you can build a deeper connection with your audience and all of these other benefits. Perrin, what are your thoughts on Patreon? I mean, you market for one of the biggest Patreon accounts in the entire world. Tell us about what you think overall and how streamers can utilize it.
I mean, Patreon introduces one of the most important things for a creator that you lack. Even if you're a really, really talented creator and you're you're spread, you've diversified, you're on YouTube, you're on Twitch, maybe you're even multi-streaming, you've got some affiliates on, like you're really smart, you're really savvy, you're diversified out, you're working really hard. One of the biggest challenges that you'll run into is just your monthly paycheck from month to month is really volatile. Like one month can be great, the next month can be totally terrible. And it's hard to plan a life around that. It just is. It's hard to get all your bills paid every month. It's hard to not have anxiety about having to pay your bills every month, not knowing what your revenue is going to be. What Patreon does is it takes that stress out of the equation, because now you can have a much more stable monthly income because your top fans can support you directly monthly every single month. That makes it so you have a much better idea or estimate of what you're going to make the next month. That's huge for a creator. That is like night and day. So my biggest client that I work with, who is an advisor on Patreon, that is what he always says about it. And it changed his career entirely from just being a YouTuber to having a full-blown business where he is dealing with like millions in revenue instead of just a couple thousands in monthly revenue, not just from Patreon, but he's able to expand his business because he has stability. He's able to grow his family because he has stability. And Patreon was the turning point for him. And that's why he's on the board. That's why he became a big part of it, because it affected him so greatly. So for those of you who are just into YouTube out there, even if you're not going to go live streaming, even if you're not going to go Twitch, Patreon is still the place to go to stabilize your monthly revenue. And you're going to need that to actually be able to live life and to take your business to the next level. You're not going to be able to expand this business without having a good idea of what you're going to make the next month.
Yeah, that makes sense. So the guy we're talking about, his name is Peter Hollins. We could say his name. It's not a secret or anything. And Peter Hollins, before I went full-time 3 months ago, I'll just quickly share this and we go back through the list. Before I went full-time 3 months ago, I quit my corporate executive job to become a full-time creator because I've been wanting to do that again for 10 years. I talked to Peter. He's the guy we were talking about a moment ago. He's one of the biggest Patreon accounts. And he told me that his Patreon revenue being high enough on a monthly basis is what allowed him to go full-time all those years ago. And so what he instilled upon me is like, you're thinking about your family, you're thinking about your bills, you're thinking about that security that you need. Think about what that reliable monthly income is. And as soon as you have that reliable monthly income, then you have the stability to be able to build an online business on top of that. And so then he helped kick me off the diving board for me to jump in the pool and finally go full time, because I had realized I had diversified my revenue and I had that reliable monthly through all the methods, some of the methods we're talking about today. And I was finally able to go full time. Patreon, I'm telling you, out of all the monetization methods we talked about today, Patreon is my favorite so far on this list. Back to you, Ross.
We're brought to you by Restream.io. Stop focusing on one platform and start streaming to all of them. Right now, we're not only just on Twitch, but we're also on Trovo, DLive, Twitter, Facebook. The uploads go on YouTube later on today. And we do that so we can build up an audience on every single platform. This is a product that we believed in long before we ever got into a sponsorship with them. You can go back to our early episodes and hear us talking about it before they were ever involved with this show whatsoever. I'm dropping a link down in the comments. Go to that and get 30% off your first month using Restream.io. And our next one on the list is actually sponsorships, guys. And what we love about sponsorships is we have products like Restream.io that are out there that we use, that we went out and approached and said, hey, we really love your product. We talk about it all the time. We all use it separately outside of this podcast. We'd love to build up a professional relationship with you guys and work to build a sponsorship. And that's a great way to do it. We actually have some early videos. If you go back and watch some of our early podcasts or listen to the audio version, where we talk about all the different ways that you can approach and actually write pitches to get sponsorships. It's a very informative episode that I highly recommend people go back and watch. But Walt, real quick, can you kind of sum that up briefly as we move through this list about the approach to getting sponsorships, especially from products and services that you already use?
Oh my God, we have like 5 more monetization methods to go through, so we need to speed it up.
Yeah, let's get going.
Here's how you get a sponsor. Are you ready? Here's the crash course on how to get a sponsor. All right. What you do is you create content that is like the content that your sponsor wants. Okay. So for Restream, for example, I was thinking what they probably want to reach is a live streamers, right? And they want to reach people that are looking to grow in live streaming, and the main service that they offer is being able to stream multiple places to grow, right? So I created some podcasts where I reach those audiences. I was able to, with those podcasts, prove that I can make money for companies with these podcasts by recommending products and by showing that my podcasts and my content can make money through affiliate and referral programs. So remember what I talked to you about a moment ago with Amazon, signing up for Amazon Associates. What I was able to do is sign up for Amazon Associates, and through my podcasts and through this show, I was able to show that when I recommend products to my audience, they actually click and they actually buy. And so then once you have that data, it's really, really easy to get a sponsorship. Hi, sponsor. I have this show. You link to the show. I recommend products that are just like yours, or you could say I literally recommend your products. Check it out. I love your products. And whenever I recommend products, here are the numbers. You literally show a screenshot of the numbers on Amazon Associates or some other referral program of as you can see, I made this amount of revenue and I got this number of clicks. And when I recommend products, people actually buy them. So what I would like to do is I would like to ask if you're open for me to send you a sponsorship proposal, because I think this would be a great business partnership. And guess what they will say? Sure, I'd love to see your proposal. Awesome. So now you're in the door. And how do you contact them? You contact them on Twitter. You tweet them nonstop. You make videos for free for the sponsor that you're trying to get. By the way, Echo Gaming, who we had on this podcast earlier, did this exact same thing. This is how he got his sponsors. You make videos for free and you tweet them at the sponsor and you say, I love your product. I love your product. I love your product, until their community team notices you. This guy right here, Echo Gaming, he does the exact same strategy. He and I've been talking about this for years. Then they notice you. Then you get in, then you slide into their DMs and you give them that business pitch. I make this content, about your product. People love it. As you can see, I get clicks and I make money when I recommend products. Here, check this out. So are you open to seeing a proposal? They say yes. Then what you do is you give them a one-page proposal. One page. You don't say, yo kid, give me some money, make me an offer. No. You give them a proposal on what you think the whole business partnership could look like, and here's how the proposal goes. You do an overview of how it goes. I'm this brand. I'm going to do this sort of content. I'm going to plug you with a verbal shout out and a link in the description below. And we're going to do this for 3 months. Great. You tell the brand what they're going to get. You get a verbal shout out. You get your logo on the screen, and I'll play your pre-roll. Then you say, and here's what I want in return. I want this amount of money per month. I want these discount codes, and I want to do this giveaway. Then you do a conclusion. I'm excited to work with you for the next 3 months. Let's go ahead and test this out and see how it goes. You send them that one-page proposal. I have never sent a proposal to a sponsor exactly like that and had it completely fail. Most of the time it works and they just give me the cash. Worst case scenario, they just give me free gear and they give me like discount codes and put me into their Legend or Premium program for their company. So worst case scenario, you built a business relationship with somebody. That's how you get sponsorships. Echo does it that way. I do it that way. That's how the pros do it. Back to you, Ross.
Moving on, the next on the list is direct donos, some direct donation talk here. Perrin, this is the kind of the issue that I've always had being uncomfortable with direct donations is how do you go about asking for direct donations from your audience?
Don't ask for donations. That's bad. Don't ask. Like, man, if you want to look desperate for money, no one's going to give you any. So do not ask for donations. However, set up, and one of the best ways to do this is through Streamlabs. Set up a way to donate to your stream, because you will get, even at a small level, even as a newer creator, you will get people who want to donate to your stream. So you do need to have a way for them to do that. You do need to have a way that's communicated. At most, have your like chat bot every once in a while provide the link for people if they need it, or put it in your Twitch kind of bio, put like a link there to it in your bio, but don't talk about it on stream. Don't ask for donations. That's just cringe. And have something set up where to make it more engaging and more fun. For those of you who have watched Twitch before, you know what we're talking about. There's text-to-speech donations, so that if they donate, they can write something in there that will be read by a bot on screen. I personally like that one a lot. And so anytime someone does donate, you can see the donation on screen. They get whatever they wrote read out, and then anybody else who sees that sees, oh, there's kind of a cool added little feature if I donate, and that way you don't have to ask people to donate whatsoever. You let the feature do the talking. However, you can open yourself up to trolling for that, or it might not fit your kind of stream vibe or whatever, so it's not for
watch
everybody.
out for those N-words, bro. Watch out for those N-words, and make sure you have all the maturity filters.
Yeah. There's a lot. Streamlabs has a lot of stuff set up where you can just make sure that you have the maturity filters on, so you shouldn't run into that. I've personally never run into that at all, but I rarely get a donation on my stream. I'd say I get one like once every 2 months or something like that. Super rare. So Streamlabs, you can facilitate a lot of this through Streamlabs if you want to do the text-to-speech stuff. They do not take a cut of the donations whatsoever. And the only thing is just fees, I think, for whatever services
transaction fees.
Associated.
Like
yeah, it's
3.5 to 5% generally, right? Something in that ballpark, right?
Yeah, which is pretty good. So not taking any of your cut of donations is how it should be. And so Streamlabs can be like a nice way to facilitate that if you're using the program. Again, like I said, that's what I use. So real quick, just to recap, do not ask for donations whatsoever. Just set them up, have them communicated by a bot or in your Twitch video description, and consider adding some extra features that will entice people to donate without you having to say or talk about it at all.
Moving down the list, we're talking merch next. I'm starting up a merch store. Is there a proper way to go about setting up a merch store? Is this different from donations and where you can ask your followers or your people who are watching your live stream, like, hey, go to my merch store over here if you're interested in more products or wearing some gear around the stream. And on top of that, is there a way to do it without the initial investing money, where it's essentially you only pay for when the product is actually ordered?
Yeah, there is a bunch of ways to do that. Yeah, so really quick, you can Google it. There's a million vendors out there that will make you t-shirts and hats and phone covers and everything you could ever imagine with your logo on it. You can just go to the website, you can just insert your branding, you can come up with a custom design, and it will be made to order. So what does that mean? It just means that you don't have to pay any money up front. The customer pays the $30 or whatever for the t-shirt, then they print it and they ship it to the customer. Done. And so a lot of these platforms allow you to select how much profit you want to make from the products. You can set your own pricing. There's a million vendors out there. We don't even need to recommend it. You can just Google it. There's a million of those available. That's kind of level one in terms of merchandise, okay? Once you start getting a larger following or getting a hardcore fan base, there's now a level 2 in terms of merchandise that involves getting custom products made just for you. And so there are companies out there, DM me on Twitter if you're interested, if you're a larger or mid-sized creator, that can make you custom plushies. I'm not going to say which creator I have. He's about to do a launch of a custom plushie I recommended to a vendor. That's like your likeness. That's a huge market now, custom plushies. And then also you can get things like custom statues and what have you that are related to your brand, created, stuff like that. And you can get items that are kind of one of a kind related to your brand. That's kind of like the level 2 version of merchandising. Then end game, level 3 version of merchandising, once you're a mega creator, is you create your own merchandise brand. So think the Maverick brand from Logan Paul, just as an example. This is a brand that he's got, it's like its own lifestyle brand. And then you can sell a suite of products in terms of merchandising through that brand. So that's the way you need to be thinking about merchandising. Start level 1, made to order, kind of free website. Here it is. I think you're pulling up a site right here, Perrin. There it is, the Mav brand. Level 1 is made to order sites with your logo and your basic designs. Level 2, custom merchandise like custom plushies and statues. And then level 3, creating your own merchandise branding to do an in-game lifestyle brand, something similar to Mav. That's how you get going on this. And just start with something very basic and very simple like a t-shirt. And then what you do, just make it clever, make it sort of like something your community can understand, and then wear it during your streams. And just let people ask about it. How can I get that shirt? And then when they ask about it, program in a chat command, and then the chat command can be whatever related to the design, and then they can go purchase the merchandise back to you, Ross.
Moving down the list, OnlyFans is next, and we say this. I'm sure a lot of people are laughing when they hear it, but people are making a lot of money on this platform. It's essentially, I mean, you can get into the adult entertainment side of it, but I also know some people who are just doing it for just to have more intimate conversations with people about things that necessarily aren't related to streams. I don't know the logistics of OnlyFans and how much you can actually make from it, but is at the very least, is this going to be a pattern where we start seeing more creators go to sites like OnlyFans to make additional income?
Perrin is subscribed to like 25 OnlyFans accounts. Tell us about your personal life that you're embarrassed to talk about. Go for it, Perrin.
I've actually never downloaded the app, but yeah, I'm subscribed to. I use it all the time. Actually, jokes aside, I think the OnlyFans movement's really cool because and it's fulfilling a need. So a lot of Twitch viewers clearly have this need where they want a more personal connection with that creator, with that entertainer. And so OnlyFans has come in and to fulfill a need. If it wasn't going to be OnlyFans, it'd be some other app because that need is there and it's clear that there's that a desire by the viewership for people that want to pay more money for a closer connection. So if you have an audience that's like that and you want to monetize, this could be a route for you to expand monetization. Now, it doesn't have to be, what we think of OnlyFans as is taking off clothes, being lewd, and like doing that type of more sexual connection.
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. And I'm glad that actually that has moved in that direction, and there has been a more open monetization option for people who are into sex work. But it doesn't have to be sex work. It can also just be more personal, one-on-one conversations. Maybe you're just talking to them about their lives, or they're just unloading their problems, or something like that. So if you're looking for a way to monetize connectivity, having a closer connection, and you have to also consider you have to provide this service as well. And do you have the time to build in that as a service offering? You now have this option, and there's clearly a market need for it, especially during COVID-19 pandemic, which we're probably going to be seeing this need for another couple of years. And it's only going to grow. So this might be something that works with your audience, with your stream audience. I'm glad that it's here. It's serving a need clearly, and where there's money to be involved as well, and it's allowing creators to make more and to expand their service offering outside of what's available just on Twitch itself.
Yeah, one last thing I'd like to say on that, and then we have to move on the list. We can't use the S word on Twitch because we'd get banned. But just because you're supporting somebody on OnlyFans doesn't mean you're the S word. I'm glad you're supporting creators through something like OnlyFans. In my opinion, it's just like Patreon, but a different type of platform like Patreon. And sure, sex-related items have been more popular and more like in the public eye than other items, but this is a great way to support a creator if you want to support a creator. As long as everybody's consenting and it's all legal, I'm 2 thumbs way up on this. More people want connections with other people in the world right now. They're desperate for it. We've talked about this unlimited amount of times on the show. I am just fine with people getting a sense of connection and getting a deeper connection with other people on the internet and paying money for that service. There is nothing wrong with that. In my opinion, be open to OnlyFans. Go check it out. You're not a bad person. There's no weird, ultra conservative, bad moral action going on here. Literally go check it out. It's a business opportunity, and think about it as business, business, business. Back to you, Ross.
You mean QAnon does not have an OnlyFans account yet? Moving down the list, finally on here, custom products and services, AWOL. You kind of got the best example of this with your AWOL digital coaching services that you do.
Oh no, Ross froze. Yes, I knew it. Did Ross freeze for you?
Yeah.
He did. Ross, we lost him. Dun, dun, dun. He just mentioned Q, and you look what happened. I played the mystery sound. You guys couldn't hear it. I played the mystery sound effect, and then he just suddenly froze. It was perfect timing. Audio listeners, you heard it. Okay, so yeah, you could do custom products and services, and Q did it. No, Q. Okay, so anyway, for example, I talk about on this podcast and in my videos. I see you now, Ross. I'm talking about my service now. I got you, dude. So I talk about my coaching service, just as an example, on awalldigital.com, AWALL digital.com, where you could book me for one-on-one coaching to help you with technical advising, setting up your system, lots of arrows on the screen, and helping you go full-time as a creator. That's one example of how you guys can monetize your live streams on Twitch. For example, Maybe it's consulting services like this. For coaching, it might be graphic design services like this. Start thinking outside of the box. Maybe it's video editing services. Maybe it's helping people set up their OBS. Maybe it's coaching people. You know, there's a whole market for esports coaches. There's thousands of them out there doing esports coaching with people. Maybe it's any number of other expertise and service that you have as a creator that you can teach other people to do. People on Twitch are doing just chatting. They're doing mukbang. They're doing cooking. Let's say that you're really good at cooking. You could sell one-on-one cooking classes with people or group cooking classes with people. Think outside the box. What expertise do you have? What services can you provide? Create a website or create a portal somewhere where people can buy your custom services on the internet and you can monetize those with your streams. We do it every day. I do it every day talking about my services, okay? This is something that you can do as well. I actually make the majority of the revenue I make as a full-time creator through this monetization method, custom products and services. You can also, other than services of doing like coaching or design or whatever, you can also sell kind of digital products as well, right, Perrin? I'll kick that over to you because you market these as a part of your professional life.
So I'm sorry, I had to.
Online courses. Tell them about online courses and shit like that.
Okay, so one of the things that I've been working with for my clients is marketing courses that talk about what we talk about on this podcast, how to create, how to grow on YouTube, and putting those onto the myriad of different online course websites, making money off that. But also one of the biggest things is making your own website that markets your own products. That is one of the strongest things that you can do if you actually have good products to offer people. Don't put them in all the marketplaces that exist out there. Make your own. Make your own website. And there's lots of tools that you can do this with. Kajabi is one that I've worked with our clients. And sell your products there. When you have full control of your own marketplace, you don't have to split the revenue with anybody. You can charge whatever you want, by the way, which is also great. And you can market it however you want. You just have to be able to build the website and update it, facilitate it, etc. So additional product services, I think courses are one of the best ways to go, but don't charge like $300 for a 10-minute course. If you're going to charge a lot of money for a course, it better be a damn good course. If you're going to have a course that's 10, 15 minutes, think about charging a lot less. Charge $10, $15. There aren't a lot of people out there in this space. If you're doing like creator type stuff or whatever space you're in, they're going to pay multiple hundreds of dollars for a course unless you've already got a good, strong brand presence and you've already got a really, really avid following. Consider if you've already got 100 to 200 Patreons, then maybe you can charge a little bit more for a course because you have an audience. You've got a lot of people you can market to already. If you're just getting started, you're not going to be able to sell a $300 course on how to set up Streamlabs. No one's going to buy it ever in the history of course buyers. So charge properly, consider making your own product destination, and find unique different products that you can offer yourself, that you can sell, and build your brand audience based off of that.
That makes sense. Guys, we're definitely going to have to chop this episode up on our Clips channel. So if you're not already subscribed to Digital Drop Clips, we're going to hack this one up because there's a super long episode that went into overtime. Thanks for being patient, everybody, especially Ross and Perrin, who are very busy. Get us out of here. We got to go do jobs.
Yes, we will be back tomorrow. If you haven't got a chance to enter our giveaway, it's in the comments. Go do that. We're giving away $1,100 worth of stuff. Some really, really fantastic gear, as well as a Restream 3 months license and TubeBuddy 3 months license. We will be back tomorrow. See you guys then.